You're probably here because when you travel, you like the best of both worlds. You like a backpack when you want to go into backpack mode, but then you also want the option to go in duffel or messenger or briefcase mode. That's what these backpacks do best. In this video, I'm going to run you through my 7 favorite hybrid travel bags. I'm going to go through all their features, and the best part is that if you want to find out more about any of these bags, each one of them has their own in-depth review, which you can find linked in the description below. And a special shout out to Safety Wing Travel Medical Insurance for partnering with us on this video. More information about them in a sec. All right, first up, we're gonna start with this bag, the Aer Flight Pack 3. Aer's a San Francisco-based carry company known for making some of the coolest and urban, tech-friendly bags in the world. And in my opinion, the Flight Pack is one of the most underrated bags in the carry community. It's like this crazy community of people like me who are obsessed with bags. And there's a few reasons for that. And it should be noted, this is actually going to be probably the smallest bag on this list. So this is not going to be your one bag travel pack. This is going to be a great bag that can pair with a suitcase. It's got Aer's typical square-ish shaped design, a quick access front compartment, an admin pocket on the top, and 3/4 opening to the main compartment, which also includes a really well-padded tech area. But let's talk about all the different ways that it can be carried. You've obviously got backpack mode, which features Aer's super beefy, chunkalicious, well-padded shoulder straps. But then when you want to get out of backpack mode, you just unclip these bad boys here, and you can slide them behind this back panel, allowing you to have a very clean briefcase mode. The brief mode is nice. You got a lot of hand grabbing space and a buckle to secure the straps. And then if you want to take it even a step further, you got a shoulder strap, which can be clipped into place here and here, allowing you to go into messenger mode very effectively. And this is sort of one of those small but rare bags that can do 3 things: shoulder carry, backpack carry, and hand carry very well. The Aer Flight Pack 3 is 20 liters capacity, and it runs around 180 USD. And to learn more about this bag, we did a full review, which you can find linked in the description below. Next up, we got the Knack Pack convertible duffel. Knack Pack is another US-based company, and they're known for making bags that are always highly functional, and most of the time that have some sort of expansion. The bag's got a bunch of cool features, including an innie outie style water bottle holder, full clamshell style opening, and in that main compartment you got a bunch of organization, including this divider and some pockets on the flip side. And talking about expansion, it's pretty epic on this bag. It can go from 24 liters up to 40 liters. It's a lot of expansion, oh my God. Let's talk about the star of the show, is how it can be worn in different ways. So you can see right here, again, the backpack straps are stowable in a very clean zippered system at the top of the bag. Clipping in the shoulder straps is super easy. Backpack mode is pretty comfy. We got a decent back panel, very silky material with some decent ventilation. And on the back side of the back panel, there's in fact a hidden passport pocket. And then the other way to carry the bag is by unclipping the shoulder strap, stowing them away, and then you can go in full duffel mode. When this thing is fully expanded to 40 liters, it's gonna be a bigger duffel, but that's the beauty of multiple carrying options, right? You might not wanna carry this bag at all times in duffel mode, but maybe just like when you're about to get onto your flight, go from backpack mode into shoulder carry mode, then you get the best of both worlds, and with less dangle. And for all this, the Knack Pack convertible duffel runs around $275 US. To learn more, be sure to check out our full review, link below. I gotta say, one thing I love about that Knack Pack and all these 2-in-1 travel bags is they're sort of modernizing the travel experience. It's no longer just like that dorky old backpack. It's like, yo, you can have your travels your way. And that's why I also love the partner of today's video, Safety Wing Travel Medical Insurance. Because just like these backpacks are modernizing bags, so is Safety Wing modernizing travel insurance. Come on, let's be honest, travel insurance is the worst. It's not fun, it's not sexy, but it's one of those things that you absolutely need, and Safety Wing is just bringing it into the future. Their policies are more like a Netflix subscription. It just kind of rolls until you don't need it anymore, and you don't have to fill out forms for every new country you're going to. And I have to tell you, I use Safety Wing for every country I travel to all the time. I'm going to Vietnam in 5 days. No, not even 2 days. And I'll be getting a Safety Wing policy for that trip, like I do for all my trips. And one of my favorite parts about Safety Wing is just how quick their customer support is. We actually tested it live, and I think they got back to us in less than 10 seconds. At the end of the day, most insurance is built for tourists, but Safety Wing is built for nomads. That's why it's been an essential part of my travel for the past few years. And if you're looking for insurance on your travels, I can't recommend Safety Wing enough. And to learn more about them, be sure to check the link in the first pinned comment below. Back to the review. Next up, we got the Paz 43-liter duffel from Bagsmart. And I gotta say, a lot of these bags that we're talking about today are really expensive. Reason being, just usually more premium brands are making these hybrid 2-in-1 backpacks. But Bagsmart's one of the few more budget-friendly brands that has tackled this design and really nailed it. For the price point, it's made with really nice materials. Got a huge water bottle pocket on the side of the bag, which is super versatile. You can fit a bunch of stuff in there. Quick access side pocket, good spot for your passport, methinks. And the main compartment gives you a decent amount of capacity. Compression strap, this is the ventilated shoe compartment, which is accessible from the bottom of the bag. And then here you can put your socks, underwear, toiletries, tech pouch. I gotta admit, for the price point, like the fabrics, especially this internal lining, it's super nice. Now you can see the backpack shoulder straps are currently stowed away, and the duffel handles can also be stowed away in these side pockets. And then when we pop them out into place, you can see now you're in duffel mode. Duffel mode's quite nice because you got a lot of space with these handles. It's not just like a little briefcase, right? This is a more comfortable duffel experience in my opinion, and also it gives you the ability to be carried a bit in shoulder mode. Not like perfectly, but it's there when you need it. You can also carry the bag in duffel mode. Connect these clips here so you can go ahead and pop it over your shoulder. And then finally, you got this little Velcro securing mechanism here, which hides the backpack shoulder straps. You go ahead and pop these into place, giving you the best of all worlds. I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty impressed with Bagsmart's bags, especially at the price point. This one currently runs around 80 USD. And to learn more about it, we did a full review, link below. All right, next up, we got the Black Ember Forge 40. Sort of the opposite of Bagsmart. Black Ember is not affordable. It's a very premium bag brand, and they make some of the most beautiful gear I've ever seen. I mean, look at the materials, look at this finish, look at this design. Everything about Black Ember just screams sophistication, but in a way that's subtle and not too loud about itself. And also, it's a brand that loves features and pockets. So you can see we got access points here, a whole compartment here with a bunch more organization inside. So if you're somebody who likes to stay very, very organized, particularly for like a business traveler or a techie sort of traveler, this bag's gonna give you plenty to work with. And it's sort of like a suitcase first. You can see the suitcase style opening with these handles, lots of internal organization. And what's cool about it is it's actually 30 liters that can expand to 40 liters. And that's all in this compartment here on the back side, which means it could be good for a 2 to 3 day trip or up to a week-long trip, just depending on how you pack. Handheld mode is a joy to use. I love the material used on these handles. The buckle right here helps keep everything nice and tidy. The backpack straps are stowed away with a very clean system. You got these Velcro secured panels, and you saw how lightning fast that was? You can get this into backpack mode super fast. The backpack straps themselves, pretty comfy, a little more on the stiff side, but a decent amount of padding. And again, putting them away is super clean. Not all backpack stowable systems are this seamless to utilize. Now you can also carry this bag in shoulder strap mode, but the shoulder strap is sold separately. The Forge 40 runs around 369 USD, and to learn more about it, link in the description below. Moving on, we got the Topo Designs Apex Global Travel Bag 30 liter. Topo is a US based company, they're from Utah, and they're known for making gear that's like serious but fun at the same time. And this global travel bag is super weather resistant. Look at the fabric we got utilized here. Very shiny, very smooth and rubbery. Range is gonna roll right off that, and it's gonna be even more enforced by the PU coated YKK zippers. We got some lash points for external carry on the outside of the bag. And then what's kind of cool is you got 2 clamshell compartments. I'm not crazy about the choice of black lining, but the accessibility of that pocket going fully clamshell is awesome. And the same thing with the clamshell style opening of the main compartment. And this one is a really interesting 2-in-1 hybrid bag, because we got the shoulder strap here, and you can see it also goes into backpack mode. Similar system as the other bags where the shoulder straps can be sewn away. But what's interesting about this bag is its shape. It is sort of not a very deep bag. I think it's around 30 liters because it is a little bit taller and wider than a typical backpack would be. But it's because it's not just a backpack, they're also trying to make sure it's a decent briefcase as well. Or not maybe a brief, let's call it a messenger, but it's just different, okay? It's got a different vibe to it. So you can see here going into duffel mode, flatter, so it's not super bulky, which I think is a great design choice for duffel shoulder mode. So it's really bulky, it's out like this. They've made it wider and longer to kind of distribute what you're packing inside your bag. And overall, I think it's really well designed. A couple more notes is we got a couple of water bottle holders, a couple of side handles, and luggage pass-through holder. The Topo Designs Apex runs around 249 USD, and we did a full review. linked below. Next up, we got the Minaal Carry-on 3.0. Minaal is a New Zealand-based company, and I don't think they get enough props. I love what they do. Granted, their bags are quite expensive. I have a lot of experience with this bag. Most recently, well, not recently, it was like 10 years ago, but I took it on a 2-week trip motorbiking through Vietnam. It wasn't 10 years ago, it was like 6 years ago. Final answer. And that's because this bag can kind of do everything. It's got an adventure sort of build, but it's also got a killer tech compartment. Do you see this right here? My laptop has never felt more safe in its entire life. This is their proprietary Nest system. It's adjustable, it's secure, and on the other side, you've got a bit more organization for documents and business cards. Quick access top pocket here, and a very nice touch. You've got an included rain cover that's connected to the bottom of the bag so you never lose it. Anytime you get caught in a rainstorm, especially if you're motorbiking through the north of Vietnam, caught in the mountains, we got caught in a hailstorm, true story. This rain cover was a lifesaver. And then you can see on the back, we've got a really clean shoulder strap management stowaway system. Everything's right here. And you actually don't even unclip the shoulder straps. You just take this excess fabric, you roll it on up, and then boom, you're in full backpack mode. Roll it on down, zip it on up, and then you can go into duffel mode, but I actually don't have the duffel strap anymore. Pretty sure I lost it in Vietnam. Send me a new one, please, Minaal. But because of the shape of this bag, it's a really nice wear in shoulder mode as well. It doesn't get too bulky. The size is perfect, and it's definitely one of my favorite travel bags of all time. I got an emotional connection to it, I understand that. I reviewed it many moons ago, but the review is still very accurate and up to date, and to check it out, link description below. Oh, I forgot the price. It's 350 USD. Like I said, it's not cheap. And finally, we got the Nomadic travel bag. Nomadic's a US-based company, also from Utah, and they're known for raising billions of dollars on Kickstarter. Maybe billions is a bit of an exaggeration, but definitely millions. And over the years, they've made some iconic backpacks that are known for having a ton of features and having some hybrid carriness, so you can switch between backpack mode and duffel mode. Let me show you what I mean. First of all, the bag is made with super weather-resistant fabrics. On the side, you've got a very ventilated shoe compartment, luggage pass-through holder. I've got this interesting opening system here with a ton of space, tech sleeve on the back. And one thing I do quite like about this bag is its side tech compartment. Look at that. Tons of organization, bunch of pockets. Nomadic is known for its organization. It's what they do best, so you can go ahead and line up all your tech stuff right here. And then with the backpack straps, you can see we got them right here. And then when you want to go into handheld mode, it actually, there's no stowage that needs to happen, right? The backpack straps stay there, which isn't the cleanest look, but it does make for a super fast transition, right? So you just go from backpack mode, put this down, lift these up, and then boom, what was that? 1.5 second, record breaking. It's a very simple system, and there's not a lot of slack in duffel mode. I think that's all of it. Yep, that's fully slacked out, but it just gives you that option in case you want it, which is really useful when you're traveling, right? Pop the bag down, just easy to grab, pick up, move to the next spot, and then when you want to go in backpack mode, it's also ready for that quite quickly. Now this bag comes in a 30 liter and a 40 liter. This is the 30, and it runs around 278 USD. And if you want to watch the full review, you know what to do. Now, if you're still watching this, you might not be sure which direction to go in regards to your 2-in-1 travel bag, because there's a lot of options out there. Ultimately, I think the number one thing that should be deciding for you is what size bag you want. Because the price point you probably know, right? You might be looking at the Black Ember like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm not dropping 400 bucks on that thing. So you probably have your budget in mind already. So it just comes down to the size, which is gonna sort of be dictated by the use case. Are you looking for a bag like the Aer Flight Pack 3, which will pair with a suitcase? Or are you one bagging it, so you need something with a bit more capacity? And another interesting question to ask yourself is like, do you even need a 2-in-1 travel bag? Because in my opinion, like most of the time, a regular bag just gets the job done. But there can be those times, like I said, at the airport or when you're motorbiking through northern Vietnam, where having that a little bit of extra versatility is quite nice. So I'm gonna leave you with my 2 highest recommendations. If you need a larger bag, I'll recommend the Black Ember Forge 40. This is better for one bag travel. You can definitely accompany a suitcase with it, but it's a big it really is. But if you just need like a smaller personal item to go underneath the seat in front of you to pair with a suitcase, I think the Aer Flight Pack 3 is gonna be your best bet. And to learn more about either of these bags, just go ahead and watch these videos right here. A special thank you again to Safety Wing for partnering with us on this video. If you're about to travel, you need insurance, and Safety Wing does it the best. Be sure to learn more about them with the pinned comment below. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.